Welcome back, everybody, to the Arizona Cardinals Madden 19 Rebuild franchise. It's the second game now of our playoff journey against the Dallas Cowboys, one game after a pretty stunning victory. I wasn't too confident going into this game. We haven't won back-to-back games in a very long time in this season, but this week things were different. Now, we didn't play an amazing game or anything, but I think offensively we did an okay job, and the defense came through with 2 big pick sixes, and we managed to get by the Falcons in a game where we had to play our number 2 quarterback, Webb, for about half the game, maybe a little bit more. Webb came in, did pretty well, throwing 21 passes, completing 16 of them. Josh Rosen returned later, and I think that they both played pretty similarly. Then when you look at our defense, obviously our pass defense could use some work, but this is a team that's going to throw on you and do so in big chunks. So we get our first playoff victory, and now we look ahead to our new game against the Dallas Cowboys. We went through their team a little bit last episode, of course, with Ezekiel Elliott. Our run defense needs to be on point. They also have a very young quarterback with an extremely strong arm. I want to see if Dallas is going to try airing it out against us and how they plan to move the football. Mike Phillips' skill set does worry me a little bit because it looks like the best thing that he can do is put up the big plays and the big points in a hurry. And I don't think we're built necessarily to come back from that unless we have a situation like last episode where we get 2 pick sixes. So with that, everybody, it's time for round 2 in the playoffs. Can Arizona keep their season going? We've already defeated Dallas once this season. They were our opponents in week 17, actually. We didn't watch that game, though. Today, the winner gets a spot in the NFC Championship to face either the Chicago Bears or the Los Angeles Rams. And here we go, getting underway in the first quarter. 3 tight ends in the game for Dallas. Like I said, our run defense needs to be ready. Phillips off play action, fires downfield with an accurate throw at the 45-yard line. His short accuracy isn't all that great, but his medium and deep accuracy are definitely above average for a young quarterback. Combine that with a very strong arm, and there's a reason I'm nervous for this matchup. It can definitely get out of hand if we're not careful. Oh, nearly picked! Patrick Peterson read that play the whole way. Nearly 6 points right there. That throw was intended for Quincy Enunwa, by the way. One thing that is an advantage for us is I don't feel Dallas has a number 1 receiver, but they do have another one wearing number 88. It is Enunwa. And early on, we see Mike Phillips trying to stretch the field. That one goes for 23. This one's got to go to Zeke, and it is Zeke into the middle of the defense. Not much. Another one out to the outside. Got him! Nice job, Chandler Jones. 3rd and 8. Can we get the stop? Here's Phillips to the air. He's got time with this great offensive line and finds his man Enunwa inside the 15. We all know the role that the pass rush has played for this team this season. We need to make sure we're getting Phillips a little bit more uncomfortable as he throws a touchdown to his left. That was way too easy. Mike Phillips starts the day in spectacular fashion, and that is Allen Hurns on the score. Very similar start to last week. Rosen starts this day with 3 receivers on the field, 1st and 10 Cardinals. And to the air, Rosen misses. Can't start like that. Rosen was good but not spectacular last episode, and he got the big touchdown drive with about 5-6 minutes on the clock late in the game. Now he fakes it, needs to get this away and can't do so. He is sacked by DeMarcus Lawrence. The offensive line has definitely shown that they're not all the way there yet. We've seen some leaky pass protection at times, and I think we just backed ourselves up even more. 3rd and 24 for Rosen, and he's waiting around and doesn't have the time for that. Another one for DeMarcus Lawrence. Just like last episode, we're starting out horribly on both sides. Robert Kimdichie does sack Mike Phillips, and then on 3rd and 17, we're able to force a 3-and-out. So let's hope our second drive goes a bit better than our first. Don't want another 3rd and 30 or whatever we faced. Negative 15 passing yards. We can definitely get better from here. Check down David Johnson, and a good open field tackle. 3rd and 7 here for Rosen. Trips to the top. Rosen throws outside again. Johnson is out of bounds, it looks like. So 2 really lackluster opening drives for our offense to start. We'll sim the next one, and we'll see what happens now in the rest of the first quarter. Now they're hammering the running game. That's what I was worried about. 3rd and 4. No, Allen Hurns gets 12, then 11 more. Zeke across the 50, 3rd down. There we go. Our defense can definitely make some plays. We know that. But the offense, they look like they're getting in their own way right now, and they just went 3-and-out again. No change there. 3 terrible drives to start the day. Meanwhile, Dallas already getting into field goal range. Ebron for 9. Gallup gets 20. It looks like a 14-0 advantage. Dallas gets it. We were very close to seeing the Falcons do that in the wildcard round. They had it 7-0 in the red zone, and that's when Budda Baker had the pick 6. It doesn't happen this week. We need a new fix. What's it going to be, Rosen? We have negative yards through 1 quarter. We would have been better off not showing up with this start, as Doxson gets us 5. Which, by the way, I thought that the other receivers really outshined Josh Doxson last episode. There were a few plays where there was a catch to be made in traffic, or just a play that you need to get in a playoff game, and he wasn't able to deliver. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on that moving forward if he starts putting together the performances we need, as Johnson rips off a nice carry, something this offense was desperately needing. But as it sits right now, like, I feel a little bit better about our other receivers than Doxson at the moment. I think with Kirk and White and Wade, we have ourselves a good trio. Nothing there for DJ. DeMarcus Lawrence is a big problem if you couldn't tell. Some motion on 2nd down and a run. Whoa, a nice hit on David Johnson. That sets up another 3rd and long. That was an outstanding play by Sean Lee. Another tough situation for Rosen. He does get this away, and the pass is intercepted. What a catch made by Parks. Intended for Ricky Seals-Jones. Thankfully, a 3-and-out from Dallas keeps it to 14-0, but there's a lot to be concerned with right now on the offensive end for us. We start inside our own 10 and get a couple first downs at least. Trying to get some kind of a rhythm, and this time we're kind of able to do that. Thank you for the penalty, David Irving. Branch checks in. 3rd down. There we go. We're still going here. A good drive for Arizona, but can they finish it? Branch inside the 5. Incompletions out of Rosen. And a field goal. It's something we can at least build upon. Let's watch now the defense try to hold Dallas on this last possession. Up 11 points just before halftime. Dallas at their own 40. Extra tight ends in the game, and Phillips across the middle found his man into Cardinal territory. 1st down. About a minute left on the clock. Phillips swings it outside. Ezekiel Elliott taken down immediately. That's Budda Baker. Phillips to the air again. A quick throw this time. It goes for a 1st down. I'd like to see us contest that or at least make the tackle immediately. Here's Phillips again. On first down, he's intercepted! It's taken away by Trey Boston. And there's the accuracy becoming an issue for Mike Phillips. This throw was just a little bit out in front. Boston able to reel it in. He had some key turnovers for us this season. And once more, it's the defense coming through with a huge play when our backs are against the wall. One more time, Phillips maybe rushes things a little bit. And we have good coverage on Hearns, but yeah, he threw it way offline there. And Boston doesn't drop it. If we can capitalize here with at least 3, we get the ball after halftime as well. Let's go, Arizona. Work to do. We have 3 timeouts. Rosen, complete. This goes for a gain of 10. Rosen is stuck right now at 3 yards in attempts. Can we please raise that number? On second down with 35 seconds left. That moves the chains. After a poorly timed false start, 1st and 15. Oh, boy. I'm not sure if that was better off being incomplete. It wouldn't have gone for much, and it would have cost us our last timeout. Second down. That's more like it. Into Dallas territory. First down, Cardinals. We're not spiking here, that's clear. 15 seconds left, and incomplete on the screen, which was a really good play call, I think, in that spot. This play right here needs to move the chains. And then we can call a timeout, bring on the field goal team. That works for me. Rosen, very key play. David Johnson gets as close as he can. Spend that last timeout, and let's try this. From 54 yards out, this is Steven Gostkowski. The kick is up. It is short. We needed 1 more yard. Dallas gets the chance to run one play, actually. We'll see what they attempt. It's just Zeke, and we go to halftime, trailing by 11. So our offense is playing pretty poorly again this week. If we can get that fixed, we have a chance. An 11-point game here in the second half. Arizona football will start in the air with a good one. That is a first down. And it's Ricky Seals-Jones for about 16 yards. What about David Johnson here? Can we get him going a little bit more on first down? That's the main down. He needs to get the football, but not here. Rosen will throw it left, complete again. Isaac White. Another throw on first down, and Rosen completes again. 3 straight first downs. Now it's Christian Kirk. That's an outstanding start to this possession, and now it's a perfect time to maybe throw it again. This box is stacked. Here's Rosen going down. Does that ruin the flow of this possession? Well, 2 sacks surely will. DeMarcus Lawrence is there again. And after 3 straight plays over like a dozen yards each, we go backwards. And now we're looking at possibly nothing. 3rd and 28. We would need like a 20-yard chunk here to give us a good shot. And Rosen gets it away, and the pass is ripped out. Good recovery by Dallas on this drive. For how long can we keep this close? We just forced another 3 and out. 7 yards for Isaac White. David Johnson moves the chains. Can we get the complete possession this time? 24 yards to Seals-Jones. We're definitely turning things around. And there it is, a David Johnson touchdown with a failed 2-point try. 14-9 here in the divisional round. Another game with signs of a blowout, and we managed to keep it pretty close. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Fake from Phillips. This one's going long, and it's caught! What a throw out of Phillips for a big play to Eric Ebron. They've played to his strengths for the most part, it seems. Now with 2 tight ends in, Max Williams the man in motion. There is Zeke, who really hasn't gotten going the way they'd like him to today. And that's probably why they have 14 points and not more. Oh, they're going empty here. Some aggressiveness out of Dallas. And we bring the blitz. Phillips completes inside the 25. That's caught by Anunwa. Phillips on second down. This throw is again complete, now inside the 10. Dallas rolling on this possession. They'll try another play action now. Phillips runs out of time. He's sacked by Chandler Jones. Can we hold him to 3? Second and goal. Phillips, more time to throw it. Eventually it'll run out. Now he throws for the touchdown. He got all day, and eventually it's Ezekiel Elliott breaking wide open. All right, this is getting troublesome now for the Cardinals. 21-9, and a big third down conversion here by Seals Jones. Here's a 3rd and 5 that we can't convert, and we kick it right back to Dallas, who really are starting to take control of things, it seems. 21-9. Ezekiel Elliott moves the chains. We need the stop, and we just barely got it. So now with just over 8 minutes to go, what can Arizona do? Our season is on the line. On 2nd and 4, here is Rosen. Just like last game, everything now is so key we can't afford these mistakes. That's another miss. We need 2 scores this time. It has to happen quickly. Rosen, do you have it in you? From the 26, here he is. And Rosen completes the pass, and Doxson does what he wasn't able to do last game, make the big play. A new set of downs. It's floated down the middle. There we go. Rosen to Seals Jones. Setting up the screen. Caught by David Johnson. Breaks away from 1. Keep going. Johnson tries to go to the inside and gets dragged down by the face mask. A new set of downs. He just gets this away to get us positive yardage out to Ricky Seals Jones again. Finish this possession. A field goal doesn't help us. David Johnson gets nothing on a rare carry. 3rd and short. It's going up the middle again, and another failed run. Now we can't kick it here. We must go for it. This is the play of the season upcoming. David Johnson does check back in. We have spread the field out with 4 receivers. Here's Rosen. Season on the line right here. Rosen, end zone, he overthrew it. Intended for Isaac White. He completely airmailed it and didn't give the receiver a shot. Frustration sets in for Arizona as it looks like the Cowboys are just a couple minutes from winning this game. The offense just hasn't been able to put it together. The drives haven't been consistent. We don't have the running game that we need. 3rd and 2. Here's Mike Phillips, and he is going to the ground, I hope. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. But we're not in a good spot at all. They have to punt it back to us. And we have even less time now to pull this off. So here's the punt. It'll go to about, oh wow, good punt there by Jones to put it out of bounds. No chance at a return. And here we go in desperation mode. Rosen heads to the air and hits Johnson on the screen, but he's taken down immediately. Johnson does have 7 catches on the day, but they haven't gone for many yards, only like 38. 2nd down now at the 2-minute warning, and Rosen hits the pass to Seals Jones, and I'm not sure if that's a face mask or holding. It was indeed a face mask. So our hope now is that we can somehow get a touchdown using no timeouts and preserving as much time as possible. Rosen on 2nd down. That's caught inside the 15. White inside the 10. Gain of 20. Still in the hurry up. 1st and goal, Arizona. Motion out of Will Wade. Rosen. Time. throws it, and it's caught! Touchdown, Josh Doctson! Big drive there for Arizona. We have a shot. Dallas now will get the football. They have a chance to end this game. They will run the football with Ezekiel Elliott and see if they can punch their ticket to the NFC title game. Here we go, everybody. It all comes down to these last 90 seconds. Handoff Elliott all the way out. Good tackle. Nice job. Another handoff. Elliott can't cut upfield. Taken down quickly again. One timeout left for the Cardinals. Just one more stop and the defense will have done its job. Elliott tries to go outside again. No luck. And we are going to get this football back with a final chance after all. I expect another pretty good punt here out of Jones. We will need to travel pretty much the length of the field. Thankfully we got the touchback, but we have no timeouts and just over a minute left. This is it, the biggest moment of this series, the biggest possession. Josh Rosen, how do you respond to this situation? 80 yards to go. Rosen throws on first down and misses. Isaac White was cutting to the inside there. I'm not sure what that was all about. But I would have loved to see a more accurate throw to let White run. Here's second down. Rosen barely gets it away, and it's caught but out of bounds. White frustrated he couldn't make that one count. That was one heck of a throw under pressure too by Rosen. Third down and 10. Two deep safeties here for Dallas. Cornerbacks playing off. They don't want anyone getting behind them. Rosen heaving long, and it's caught downfield. Are you kidding me? Josh Doctson. He got the touchdown, now gets a step on the safety and makes the catch. Doctson is here to turn it around and be the hero. 40 seconds left and we spike it. 40 yards away now with Josh Rosen. Second and 10. That's caught again! Inside the 20, Ricky Seals-Jones. Clock that one more time. Down to 25 seconds or so. Arizona has a shot. Spike it, Josh. We can't afford to be tackled in bounds. We need to throw it to the end zone. Rosen on second down. Needs to get this away. He can't do it. No, the season can't end like that. Clock winding down. Can everyone get back in time? We're back to the 25-yard line, and we're going to be able to spike it now and have time for a 4th and 20. I thought they fixed those injuries on spikes, or was that only in Super Sim? I don't know. But here we go. The play that we need right here. This must go for 25 yards and the touchdown. Here we go. Rosen floats, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Dallas hangs on, and they are moving on to the NFC title game. Arizona took way too long to make things interesting and still nearly pulled it off. Rosen has played his best football here in the playoffs in the most critical of situations. But how do we get him to play better the rest of the game? These late game heroic attempts are wonderful. It helped us win last episode, helped us come close today, but we need more than just a few minutes of excellence. Rosen ends up with throwing for over 360 yards, all of those yards basically coming in the second, third, and fourth quarters, because the first quarter was such a throwaway part of the game for us. I thought Mike Phillips did a lot of good things. They played to his strengths, and he showed what his strengths were. Neither team had a dominant running game, but ultimately Dallas played a more complete game offensively. Our last-ditch effort was almost enough, but we come up short. And DeMarcus Lawrence, great game for him. He got them out to a great start defensively. The season has come to an end, but it was a very fun ride. Good job, Arizona. 11-5, a big playoff win. We took another team down to the wire. These are signs of an improving franchise here in the rebuild. Obviously, with the Browns series, things were a lot rockier in the beginning than I expected. Now here, we actually, I think, take that next step. We took that next step a lot faster than we did with the Browns, for whatever reason. But this is, I think this is still good. This is definitely good for us. Aaron Donald and Todd Gurley were players of the week. Those would have been our opponents had we pulled off the comeback against Dallas. Can't believe how close we made it. But let's sim through the end of the season then, and obviously next season will mark a new offseason. A chance for us to go and upgrade things even further. Here is the Pro Bowl roster. We see Mike Phillips made it as an 83 overall. That's going to do wonders for his development. And by the way, I'm going to revisit some things with the XP sliders. I want to do some testing on my own because I think that I don't want things to be too easy to turn players into like superstars or whatever. And I really want the players who end up in the high 90s or the 90s at all to be in a pretty exclusive group. I don't want every team to have like an 85 overall quarterback or better. I don't think that's an accurate representation of where things really are in like the NFL. So I'm going to take a look at the base roster in the game, the top players at all spots, and then try to find some XP sliders that I think give us some reasonable results. So there are like a handful of players at each position that can separate themselves. Then there's a tier of players who are very good, Pro Bowl caliber, maybe not the greatest at their spots. And then you have your decent starters who should be in like the 80 overall range, and then everybody else. So it's one thing I'm going to have to put together as a project, and then I'll share what I come up with. Do we have anybody to share here in terms of Chandler Jones made it to the Pro Bowl? That's good. What about anybody else? Not really seeing. Oh, KZ made it for the Falcons. I want to see his numbers. I want to know what KZ did. Gostkowski made it. But I want to know, like, how does a 75 overall safety make the Pro Bowl here, and what does it mean for his development? Demonte KZ, 75 overall. It takes him a lot of experience to upgrade. He's still a normal development player. We'll have to see if it stays that way once I sim. But what are his stats? 87 tackles, 3 interceptions, half a sack, a few pass breakups, a forced fumble. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good numbers. He played a lot, got some production. That's what the game is looking for. It still has KZ as normal development, so I'm surprised that it didn't go up. He obviously got the XP, the legacy, and he's made 2 Pro Bowls, and he's not seen his development go up. I do think that one of the things I want the XP sliders to accomplish is, like, we should really understand the difference between players who have quick dev, star development, and superstar, and those should kind of direct like how players become at a really high level. You don't want just like any quick development player to have a chance to do that. You want, there's already features in the game so that quick development players can get even better development with certain accolades. I'm not sure if it all works correctly, but there's like a foundation in place so that there is kind of like a method to how players go from maybe decent to better to the best. And it can be logical, and it can have the right kind of ascension. But anyway, Super Bowl 54 is going to feature the Ravens and the Rams. I do want to sim through that game, and I want to just finalize the scouting here before we move on to the offseason next episode. The Rams are the champs. 20-17, they beat Baltimore. Our division rivals get it done. Jared Goff throws a touchdown, as does Lamar Jackson. Todd Gurley, a $155 on the ground. He must have had a long touchdown, 72-yard run in this game. And then Robert Woods, 46 yards. Not much really in terms of throwing the football. Low-scoring game. Rams come out on top, and that is where we sit going into the future in this series. We just had a really good year, but the Super Bowl champs are one of the teams directly in our path. So we hope to take the next step next season. We'll see if the Cardinals are able to do it. Thank you all for watching and supporting the series. Hope you're enjoying the action and everything that's happened to this point. It's been a pretty fun ride so far, and I can't wait to see what happens next. And we'll see what we can get done in the offseason. Please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again very soon. Have a great day.